Hi, and welcome to a special edition review featuring Nicole, the Paperback Princess, and the lovely
Hannah from the Irish Banana Review.
We're here today to talk to you about one of our favorite books that we got at, one of my favorite books that we got at BEA.
One of my favorites too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be Just Like Fate, written by Kat Patrick and Suzanne Young.
We figured if they can write a book together, we can do a review together.
Really? That was our thought process?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Sounded good.
So, if you know anything about this book, well, at least on my blog, you can see the synopsis right above. It's about this girl, Caroline, whose grandmother is dying. She lives with her grandmother, and, as she's dying, she makes a decision either to go out to a party with a friend, or she decides to stay at the hospital with her grandmother. And this book kind of follows both paths as she does that. And it alternates the chapters. You have before, and then you have stay, and then you have go,
and then there's an epilogue.
And then there's an epilogue. I apologize.
You forgot the epilogue.
It's
the best part.
That's pretty important.
The epilogue is the best part. Stick with the book till the end.
But anyway, it was really great. It reminded me a lot of a less paranormal version of Pivot Point.
I love that book.
I love that book too. So I think that was one of the reasons that I really loved it, because you followed Caroline as she, what if she stayed? She had a whole different kind of relationship with her family, and she got to,
when she went.
And she had a whole different kind of relationship with her friends and her family in both scenarios. So
and different love interests.
Which is really interesting.
Yes.
But anyway, we're here to talk to you about that. So one of my favorite things about the book was just Caroline. I really liked her. I felt that she was really real.
I agree.
I felt that, I was rooting for her through the whole book. I
don't think there's a part where I didn't like her throughout the whole story. Like, I really genuinely enjoyed, the entire evolution of her character in both different storylines that they did.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know which path I would have preferred her to take. Because both of them had different...
You have to be careful because you can't give away the ending.
I'm not. But I'm just saying I'm not even sure which one is my favorite.
Right, because they both had, a lot of positives, but they also had negatives to them.
Yeah.
They both had consequences.
I mean, in one timeline, she has this really great relationship with her family, and in the other one, she doesn't.
But she has a great, social kind of relationship. It's kind of like, is she better with her friends, or is she better with her family? I think I kind of lean towards the family aspect, but that's just because, with me,
yes,
I like the family part of it more.
As far as love interests go, I think I really loved Chris.
Who didn't love Chris? I didn't like Joel from the beginning.
Joel...
I just wanted to flick him in the nose. He was just an irritating little bugger.
He was.
No, I was not a fan.
I really liked Chris and how he just never really gave up on her.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she was, from the start, she was, kind of interested, but then it was, she was going through so much with her grandmother having died.
Yeah. And
then she just had to, make a decision, and he was like, I'm here. I don't really know how I felt about Simone, her friend.
I liked Simone.
Did you?
I did. And in one storyline, they're really, really close, but then in another one, their relationship kind of falls apart. But when their relationship fell apart, I understood why Simone was upset with her.
Well, yeah.
It made sense. I mean, just from, a high school, we were best friends, you left, and...
But at the same time, I can totally understand why Caroline was upset with Simone, because she felt like...
The whole thing was very realistic in that, people had reactions that were all valid reactions. There was never a point where I was just like, that was so out of character for someone, or... I understood why Simone was upset, but I also understood why Caroline did what she did.
Yeah. And I have to say, I've never read anything by either Kat or Suzanne.
I haven't read anything by Kat. I read something by Suzanne.
I have Revived, and I have A Need So Beautiful. So I need to get to them, and this just made me all that more excited about both of their books, because I loved this whole book completely, and the ending, you feel, I wasn't through the entire book, I did not know what to expect for the ending, and then I got the ending, and I didn't realize that was the ending that I wanted.
I loved that the ending, though, the ending made it so that it didn't matter which storyline you liked. It just, the ending was perfect.
It was.
It was probably
really
the best ending of any book I've read.
It really was.
Especially for a multiverse book, because those can be so...
Yes.
So hard to marry the two together and make everyone happy, and I really think that they both made everyone happy with this.
Kind of like Pivot Point.
No, not Pivot Point, because even Pivot Point, Trevor was at the end, and I was sad. That's okay, because there's a book too.
This is just a really great standalone. And
It is a very fantastic, self-contained story. It has a great beginning, great middle, great end. You will love it.
And it's funny.
It is funny. It made me laugh a lot.
Yeah.
It's very serious, but it also, there was quite a bit of comedy to kind of break up the somberness.
Especially, I'm in the middle of the book area, and she's with her dad, and she's about to go out, I believe, it looks like, on an almost date. And she's talking to her dad, and she goes, "Dad, do you mind if I go out with a friend?" I hear the blanket rustle, and when I look back, he's standing there. Which friend? The dad in his voice throws me. He's a friend from back home. He goes to school here, and I wanted to hang out for a couple hours. If I can't, or whatever, it's fine. You're 17 years old, Caroline, he says, bewildered. You're allowed to have friends. It's just that wasn't the funniest. I was just thumbing through this, but...
Maybe you should read books. Audiobooks. That was good. That's her I'm trying not to kill Hannah face.
Uh-huh. My boyfriend gets the same face when he does something.
He's right over there.
Yeah.
He waved. You couldn't say that.
No.
I'll reenact.
Anyway. Back
Sorry.
to just fate.
I'm sorry.
We digress.
I digress. You kind of stayed on point.
I tried. Anyway, this is a really great book. I really enjoyed it.
Both our blogs highly endorse it.
Yes, and I really actually can't even wait to get it as a finished copy.
Right.
So
I definitely need that one for my shelf.
Especially you can see on the spine the two different lives, eyes closed, eyes open. It's great. It's great.
It's great. It's great.
The plot follows through. It's
very consistent, very... Just read it. You'll love it. I promise. Yeah. If you don't, well, then you're probably the person who kicks puppies in your free time.
Okay.
You know I'm right.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You know what else I really want, though? When we were at BEA and they were promoting this, Kat Patrick and Suzanne Young were there, and they had the Electric Freak Show t-shirts. I want one of their shirts.
Oh, they did?
Electric Freak Show is a band that's in the book, which is... I felt like I listened to their music as much as everyone talked about this band, and when we were at BEA, Kat and Suzanne were walking around with these t-shirts for the band.
That's
which
really
I didn't get at
awesome.
the time until...
Yeah,
I think I have a picture of them in that shirt. I want to show you a picture.
If you find it, we'll have to throw it up on our blog.
Yes.
There's actually this whole lyrics for the Electric Freak Show, which I think was really awesome that they made up a whole song.
Yep.
So, anyway, check it out, read it.
Love it.
Paperback Princess loved it.
Irish Banana loved it.
And hopefully we will be able to bring you a few more exciting reviews like this. And I guess that is craziness out. Bye. Bye.